Tucker Downs was a bumbling young innocent who came to Hollywood to find his dreams. But instead, he found something even bigger.
You like?
Hollywood Zap! An action comedy about coming of age. It's a big story. It's a little story. But most of all, it's a sensitive story.
That Chico.
That's my sensitive spot.
Tucker's adventure began when he met Nash, a horny retired Wall Street broker who taught him how to hustle on the strip.
Give me your punk pound.
Working together, they had a ball. They're the wildest team of adventurers you ever saw. Hollywood Zap. It's their fortune.
Look out!
They'll have to fight for it. They'll have to love for it.
You took your top off.
They'll even have to dress up for it.
Are you at the hospital, nurse?
Yes, ma'am. Dr. Polsky sent me for the file.
But together, they're going to hustle themselves a fortune. Go for it! Hollywood Zap, directed by David Cohen, one of America's new breed of action comedy filmmakers. Hollywood Zap is where a lot of people have bad habits and good habits.
I designed this.
Hollywood Zap is where you'll see the penultimate punk pounder. Hollywood Zap features Chuck Mitchell, who everybody loved in the smash hit Porky's. Hollywood Zap is where a boy becomes a man. Hollywood Zap. It was everything Hollywood promised it, and more. Hollywood Zap.
They came looking for the richest treasure on Earth and were willing to fight against overwhelming odds to get it. They would let nothing stand in their way, but what they found was much rarer than riches and carried a price that would leave the living to envy the dead. Enter a bizarre world of supernatural powers, an incredible realm of forbidden desires, and unspeakable revenge. Once the terror is unleashed, there may be no power on Earth that can stop it. John Carradine, Cameron Mitchell, and Sybil Danning dare you to join them on a journey into hell on Earth. Who will survive the tomb?
A man trapped by his own body.
To Alan, to the start of his new life.
So you train monkeys exclusively for quadriplegics? How about if I were to donate a monkey?
She hasn't been exposed to anything weird in the lab.
No.
An animal trained to follow commands.
How am I supposed to take care of it, Jeff? The idea is that it's going to take care of you.
She's unbelievable. She's like a miniature person.
Get rid of that bird, or so help me.
One with the mind for revenge.
I've been so full of anger. I've had the most horrible thoughts lately.
I don't like this change in you, Alan.
The other with the instinct to kill.
What the hell are you doing to her?
From the director of Night of the Living Dead, George A. Romero, the master of terror and suspense.
You're not going to hurt me. I'm part of you.
Monkey Shines, a new into terror.
You are invited to enjoy an evening of terror.
Was it? Who's there?
Terror at the opera.
close your eyes, you'll tear them apart. So you'll just have to watch everything.
She is the captive audience. They are the unreversed players. Evil is the true star. And no matter how hard you try, you won't be able to close your eyes. Director Dario Argento brings fear.
Don't leave me alone. I'm afraid.
Passion. Obsession. And murder to a perfect pitch. Terror at the Opera. The final note is a real killer.
Konstantin Koverchenko is a Russian soldier. He's fighting a war he does not believe in.
Put him under the track.
Under a commander he cannot trust.
Forward!
In a machine his enemies call the Beast.
When the old man gets on your back, there's no way to shake him off.
He's torn between following orders.
Take him now, he's a traitor. You.
And following his conscience.
Shut up! This time your insubordination is going to get you a court-martial. So will killing your own men, sir! Hang that rock!
Columbia Pictures presents The Beast of War.
Tiger 1, this is Firebase. Where the hell are you guys?
Firebase, this is Tiger 1. Tell your men to get down. We're gonna light up the sky.
They were the toughest unit in the Delta.
Our mission here is to protect the village of Trong Long.
He was a textbook lieutenant.
You got it all worked out. 24. 4 wasn't enough.
Incoming!
He had lessons to learn about the war.
We sell ideas. And if you can't place the right ideas in their heads, place one of these in their bodies.
Lessons about his men.
You hold that down real still.
You're supposed to be on patrol right now, Becerra. Get after your squad. Sorry, Lieutenant. I dropped my weapon.
And lessons about the enemy.
One of the things they don't teach you about the jungle at West Point is that when it looks safe, it ain't.
His uniform made him a lieutenant.
Get the men ready. There's going to be an attack.
His men made him a leader.
Open fire! Lieutenant, Tiger 1!
This is a true story of the 173rd Airborne Brigade. Michael Dudikoff is the platoon leader.
It keeps us warm.
It ain't a thing. It's a signal.
Pulse. It keeps us comfortable.
Spooky.
It cooks our meals.
Why is it doing this to us?
Stop it!
Pull the plug, lady.
In every second of every day, it improves our lives.
Pull all the plugs.
And in a flash, it can end them. Columbia Pictures presents Pulse, the ultimate shocker. It could never happen here.
We are
not on American soil. No! And never so close to home. But the stakes are too high.
Terrorists didn't kill your husband. You be careful. Code name is Viper.
Played way over your head in a game you don't understand.
Caught in a fatal power game that traps the innocent.
Charlie, I read the file. Our people were the terrorists.
Now, it is the horrifying secret she must protect.
I gave you what you need. What you need to verify it. Me zipped up in a body bag?
And she alone defends the evidence.
I don't want either of them coming back, understood?
Give her to us, Harley. We'll take care of it.
Hell, you will.
But keepers of the truth are hunted. And this time...
Can't beat these guys, Laura.
She's the target. Because she knows this time the deadliest enemy is on our side.
Strictly business.
And the secret she must keep alive is the one that could kill her. Somewhere between the CIA and the KGB, there is Viper.
Do you believe in fairies?
Do I believe in fairies? Daytime. Nighttime. Playtime. Fright time. It's always time for scream time. Scream time. Tales of the supernatural, the unbelievable, and the unknown. Tales so bizarre, so unexpected, and so terrifying. You'll be talking about them when you aren't screaming. Scream time. It's the very latest thing in nightmares. Scream time.
From a time when the world was new.
On the Planet Hawks!
And everything was possible. From the film creator of Wizards and Lord of the Rings comes fantasy and adventure. Action and suspense.